Oh, yeah.
Blurb Survival Guide Season 3, baby.
At Blurred Activists.
At Spat Dancing Blurred. We are back for another season of fun and love and all the things. Let's go. Welcome back to the Blurb Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Welcome back to the Blurb Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. We got everything you need. Jeremy and Jay, a hell of a team. Comics, news, and everything in between. Birmingham, we own the scene. Come on and let's have a blast with the Black Nerds and their Black Podcast. This is a guide to help you last. We got some topics to unmask. Welcome back to the Blurb Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Welcome back to the Blurb Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Appreciate you, Nick, for creating the beat and the lyrics and helping us out, buddy. Another Marbury production.
Shout out Marbury.
Thank you for your service.
Profited upon by the Disney villains.
Welcome.
Please and
By
thank
the
you.
Disney overlords, you mean?
We'll get to that when we're on
Brother David. Brother David is a part of has entered the room. The doors of the church have been opened, and welcome to the Blurb.
Just make you a blurred, you are BIPOC.
Listen, black people and Asian people have more in common in this country.
Oh, so much.
Than we ever have cared to discuss historically.
Especially in the last 10 years.
Bruh. I'm gonna say the last 200 years. We built this bitch.
Both of us.
We built this bitch.
on rock and roll. I'm sorry.
We built that too.
We did.
We sure did.
I do want to see that Elvis movie.
I do.
I do too.
I'm ashamed to say it, but I want to see that.
I think they're actually gonna go into like his
I mean, there's
demons and shit. Like
there's also like there's a scene in the trailer where like he's he's at a black church function, like those outside tent black church functions.
literally, yeah. Are we finally gonna
He
like?
gets inspired.
Are we gonna call it what it is and not say Forrest Gump gave him the ideas to move his hips in that way?
I think so. I think the fact that they're using Mama Horton's version of Hound Dog in the trailer and not his.
It's
great
so.
telling.
Are we signaling something out there?
I think so.
I hope so.
Very good.
But it's Baz Luhrmann, and he makes good movies.
Listen, I appreciate his
That's
musical
the-
choices too.
Yeah.
I very much appreciate his musical choices.
What other things have seen?
Great Gatsby, Romeo and Juliet, the modern adaptation but with Shakespearean dialogue with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Got it.
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge.
Oh wow.
Yes, the movie.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, I always was a big fan of like the cinematography in The Great Gatsby. That was by far one of my favorite things about the film.
That's probably one of the few things that I liked about it.
I really like that movie. I thought it was as far
I was
as
also a big fan of the book, so like
Yeah.
that, it was like
See, the thing is, I had to read the book like multiple times during my high school career, so that's why it kind of took it out for me. But it got to a point where I was able to I think the second time I watched Great Gatsby, I basically had the entire thing memorized because, like I said, I read the book multiple times. And was like, all right, I know what's about to happen.
I mean, real deal. It was a great
major-
adaptation.
Yeah.
It was a major part of like the IB Lit course for Georgia. So that was junior year was spent we spent half a semester talking about Fitzgerald and Gatsby and its relation to the Depression and the Roaring 20s.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swag.
Also, talk about a banging soundtrack.
Thank you. Thank you.
A soundtrack. It's like
I mean, that was like the first like.
Fergie came out.
It was
with
a
that.
very big introduction, like to EDM to me in a weird way because like it was like those blending of like the
that
genre.
song was nuts.
I can't stop.
Not I can't.
But
no.
that scene, with the,
A little party never killed nobody.
Oh, party.
Man,
Never
boy.
killed no man.
That also was like a big radio hit for a minute too.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
It
Which
definitely-
is like
it's got a
deserved.
like,
But
it was definitely a song of the summer.
yeah,
Oh yeah. It was a party song without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, I
I
mean,
like headlined my prom like 2 years ago. Like that was the moment.
wow.
Yeah.
What a moment.
It was cool.
Well, I mean, your prom was probably different than our prom because we've talked about how different your high school is.
Yeah. Well, that's
You were on Euphoria level high school experience.
Y'all had monies.
They had
You
kids
know.
with too much to do.
too much time.
Too much time.
Also that.
Too much money.
Oh man, too much time, too much money, too much.
Yeah, so I'm saying why Little Party Never Killed Nobody was probably a great song at right
Man,
next school.
I was talking the other day about how Boom Boom Pow was the first song that I ever grinded to, and that was in 8th grade.
I don't know what's the first song.
That was the first song because I went to a white school, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna say I went to
you know, we
Campbell
went
League
to-
parties there in mine, like
I was in-
mine was no hands because I
Oh, wow.
I went to a science academy middle school.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so mine was freshman year and it was no hands by Waka.
This man said freshman year.
High school.
Yeah, no,
9th grade.
this man was out here.
I didn't get touched up on until my freshman year of college. No, I'm kidding.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you know that was a lie.
Interesting.
NSFW part of the podcast. What you
No, that ain't happening. This is a
I mean,
PG-13 tops.
I mean, we didn't say anything. You
No.
just said I didn't get
We stay
touched
safe.
on. Yeah.
We safe.
Other than that one time when I yelled about Star Wars, which I'm still so sorry about.
I'll be sorry. I think that your rant about Star Wars is an iconic moment on this podcast.
We ain't putting it on a t-shirt, but yeah, it's kind of
Honestly, we should put
And
it on
all
a
the
t-shirt.
things.
Just put that whole thing on the t-shirt.
just a whole rant.
Lined out, like scaled out, like word, letter by letter. You know, it's just gonna fit in that perfect square.
Oh man.
That's merch right there. That's merch.
Good stuff.
Are we getting started?
Welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, it's a new episode. Yeah, we have started recording, David. I'm sorry.
David,
I was about to ask, but I was like, I was afraid to ask, but I was like, what if we've been on for like the last 20 minutes? But,
Oh,
we
no,
about
we-
a 10-minute
you
cold
had
open.
been.
Yeah.
It had been recording. Yeah.
We recorded for a minute now.
Oh, God, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I mean, that red light you see on the camera? Yeah.
that's a recording light? I thought
That's
that was
been recorded.
I thought that was a power light.
Nope,
Shit,
No,
okay.
that's
been
recording.
My bad. Okay.
No, we've been talking around David, just kind of like David, are you going to hop in at any given time? You're welcome.
If the topic applies to me, then sure.
There you
but
go.
If not, then there's not a lot I can do there.
David's a smart man. He's like, he knows when to like keep it to himself and then when to speak up. So
Not us.
no, we just talk.
Hey.
We're happy to have you on the podcast, though.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad to be here. There's a reason that you guys are hosting a podcast and I'm just a guest on the podcast. So,
Oh, no, we appreciate it. Like we told you before we started, like we just work here. That's about it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, welcome back to another episode. Ryan is back. He's been MIA for the past couple weeks.
I'm sorry.
Miriam is missing.
Miriam is missing this time.
We miss you, Miriam.
Yeah. But we got a guest with us today, Mr. David Kwong. David, how are you?
I am doing well. How are you guys?
We're doing good, man. David, we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah, probably billions of years. Probably.
Light years for sure.
That's distance, bro.
Excuse me.
To infinity and beyond.
See, this is why he's the smart man, and I'm here just.
He is a
talking.
smart man.
And that's why we had him on today.
Yeah.
Because he knows a lot about the things and the stuff that we talk about.
That's a lot of pressure. I don't know if I can live up to that.
You don't have to live up to it because I already know you're gonna blow it out of the water.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
No, but David, just tell us a little bit about yourself and yeah.
What's your name, your profession, and your sign?
Okay. So I'm David, and my sign is that I'm Cancer. A Cancer.
There you go.
I kind of did that on purpose.
He
I'm not gonna
is
lie. I
Cancer.
kinda did that on purpose.
David is Cancer.
Yeah.
All right, welcome.
Yeah,
to the podcast.
I don't entirely believe that my personality is determined by my birth interval, but I mean, you do you.
Yeah.
And I teach children because I'm crazy.
You got a glutton for
Shout
punishment,
out
aren't
to
you?
you.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I am a glutton for punishment.
But no,
And I have to be careful what I say so I don't get canceled.
You mold young minds.
Not that I would get canceled.
Granted, you do go to probably the school where canceling might happen the most in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, I can
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like
We're
Dave
not gonna.
Chappelle,
We're,
but, like,
no. No, we're not. We're not gonna. And we're not gonna throw out the name of the academy that you mold young
Yeah,
minds
it's a
at.
lovely place, but yeah, if I accidentally like go off and say something really terrible, just edit that for me. Can
We got you. We got
Sweet,
you.
thank you.
Right.
I don't edit. Jeremy edits.
Oh, Jeremy, can we help my man out?
Love you.
Yeah, I EQ and I send it off.
He sets the levels.
Yes.
I respect.
I make it sound good, and then whatever needs to get removed is up to my boss.
That just goes to show how much I know about the process that it takes.
And we'll have you doing something similar.
Listen, I am the talent.
Yeah, and the business. You have the analytical business mind.
I've got the big picture.
There you go.
And a big picture guy right here.
Hey.
But what are we talking about today?
Not you.
No. It's the closeout of Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. That's a mouthful.
I think that's what most people say. AAPI.
Yeah.
We got a 31-day month. Yay!
Hey, Beach February.
More than 28.
Sometimes 29.
Sometime.
Man, like I actually didn't know like that. This past May was AAPI month. Like
You couldn't
like,
tell by your streaming services because all of mine told me.
I mean, like it's on like random calendars here and there, but like I don't really see it get promoted. And like I actually found out about it as a thing like through a trivia question this month.
Fascinating.
And like according to other Asian people that I know, like many, I'm not gonna say all, but like many, or a couple, also didn't know that was the month of May either. Just wasn't heavily promoted.
Very interesting. And for those who are just listening, if you don't already know, David is of Asian descent.
If you couldn't tell by my accent, yeah.
Very
so
clear.
strong.
Very
strong.
clear. Yeah, but yeah, that's what we're discussing. I mean, that is interesting though. Not a lot of people in the Asian community know.
Well, there's other things to celebrate,
I'll
I
say that.
suppose, right?
Yeah, I suppose that's like as an individual, life is good, and a lot to be thankful for, and everything. And I guess like saying that like not many Asian people know is probably I don't want to claim that because like that's a very small sample of
Right.
people
Mhm.
that we're working
Right.
with. It very well could be like a massive percentage, and I just picked the exact wrong Asian people to ask. I don't know,
But like, I want to know, like, it's kind of like the establishment of African American, like Black History Month. Like, it was a bunch of white dudes that sat around and said, "All right, so it's This is African American History Month."
It was just a week first.
I want to know like who was the people that sat down and said, "Okay, this is Asian American history." Like, Asian
Probably
American
the
Heritage
same
Month.
group of white dudes that said it was going to be Black History Month.
Yeah.
Probably.
They're still in the Senate.
But I'm saying, right? They are still in the Senate.
something adjacent. Yeah, like this one's for Black people, this one's for Asian people, this day is for cats or whatever.
Yeah.
Literally.
Everything is a holiday.
I
It's
want to
June.
meet the
It's
committee
the
of
same.
like
Yeah.
the calendar, like the actual calendar.
The calendar committee.
The actual calendar committee, like who determines these holidays, these small, not our holidays, but like the smaller holidays, like the National Cat Day or
National Sibling Day.
Taco Tuesday,
Donut
yeah,
Day.
Yeah,
Isn't that down to like a state level?
I'm not. Well, Taco Tuesday is
Because
not.
the
I think
mayor
that's
of
a
Houston
national
declared
holiday.
like a Megan the Stallion Day.
True.
Like,
well,
yeah,
yeah, no,
sure.
you can do that. The mayors can do that, but like I
You know,
want
we
to know
still
people.
got like Confederate Warriors Day or whatever the heck it is in the state of Alabama.
Roll Tide.
I mean, with the
Well,
way
so-
information spread, if you just like get like good pictures and words on the pictures, and you do the graphic design stuff super excellently, you can make any day, any holiday.
I
you want.
swear. I swear.
People
I mean,
believe it. People
I
believe
mean,
it.
it's pretty much up to the marketing reps at the major corporations, I think.
I was just
Because like I mean, we've been seeing like,
let's make a Blurb Survival Guide Day.
bruh, yes, please, yes.
We'll make it a convention.
Because like for real, like you see like this
That'd be
whole thing
dope.
with Juneteenth, right? Like and the Great Value ice cream, that like the Juneteenth flavor ice cream, like you know, like
Someone put a meme on it
That was
about
a big swing and a miss.
someone called like cotton.
huge swing and a miss.
It was like cotton candy picking. Like that was someone made a meme of like one of the flavors.
no.
It was like cotton candy picking. I'm
We
like,
cannot
get out,
have
man.
anything
Get
else.
out.
Oh no.
Some more people started putting like
Bruh.
more flavors. It was like
No,
there was
please
one
tell me
like-
that there. We need a whole list.
there was a Harriet Tubman one, and it was called the Underground Rocky Road.
Wow.
Uh,
Damn.
They didn't.
Y'all see the thing on TikTok that's been come up recently about how Harriet Tubman would like use medicine to knock out babies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
But instead of
punch
them
babies.
like saying that she would like give them herbs, she would be like Harriet Tubman knocked
Knocked out babies. Yeah, yep.
It's completely skipped the part.
This mental image of Harriet
It's
Tubman.
just like no, you just see it like just tiptoe.
But here's the question. Here's the thing. Are you okay with it? Because
Yes,
I'm a black man trying to escape a field.
can you be upset that the Harriet Tubman beat children?
absolutely not. No.
The pros outweigh the cons.
Yeah.
Right?
Sometimes children can be little dream killers. I'm just saying.
Right. Oh, I bet.
So
And would you rather little
Pros
Tommy
and
go to
cons.
sleep for 24 hours or you make it to freedom? Like these just
Come on.
like,
Brain development,
I'm
freedom.
just saying, like, you gotta weigh options. Temporary baby knockout, ultimate freedom. Like,
Right.
and
Right.
the baby's probably not gonna be knocked out that long.
right.
No.
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, she got them high and then they knocked out. Like,
And they made it.
That's the real story.
She didn't physically.
She didn't turn around and just bop a baby upside the head.
Yeah.
Let's be real. She probably did 1 or 2 times.
Had to.
I mean, just with the quickness, when the release time wasn't
Just with
wasn't
how
on go.
like, how stubborn people are. Harriet Tubman could throw hands with.
Oh, she pulled
anybody.
gun on people. She didn't care.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, you better shut the heck
Let's
up.
go.
And
She had to work his hands. So like,
Yeah.
work, go down this underground railroad. You better go. Wade in the bottom.
Mink.
right.
Mm-mm.
Well, my mom used to call it, you to mollywop some folks. That's what happened.
Mollywop. No.
Enough about black people and slaves and Juneteenth.
Anyway, but I mean, like, I think it goes back to back to what we were saying. There is a clear like monetization and like capitalization on these kinds of holidays that like we're trying to like that they're
person of color holidays.
yeah, that they're like passing off as like, oh, we're just here to acknowledge and appreciate.
We're celebrating this culture that is not our culture.
And there's other ways
Let me
to
say,
do
it's
that.
like-
Though. Like you can engage with other. You don't have to develop new culture to appreciate someone else's culture.
It's not even people of color anymore. I mean, what happens literally day after tomorrow or day after the podcast comes out? Pride Month. And all the corporations that are going to be
It goes
tweeting.
well beyond it. It's not like it's like creating a new wheel. You know, like you're redoing the wheel when in reality the wheel's there. We just need you to hop in the same wheel that we're in.
Please.
Like, if you want to celebrate Asian American history, you know, there's the Chinese New Year. There's, you know, tons and tons of like cultural things that happen throughout the year that were established like hundreds of years well before this.
Give me Kwanzaa off. Make Kwanzaa a national holiday. Like,
Kwanzaa's problematic though too. Apparently, it was made by a white man as well.
probably.
I'm just saying.
I mean, the first time I heard about Kwanzaa was on TV, so.
I heard about it on Futurama. That was it. Like,
There was-
The first time I hear about Kwanzaa was Kwanzaa Bot.
do you realize who I was raised by?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, God love them. They did great things
There
for
was
me,
some-
but do you know
There
what?
was a show about, it was like Charlie and the Big Book of Everything, and they were doing like a, it's probably not called Charlie, but it was a little bald boy.
Oh, yeah,
And
he had like a big book. Yeah,
and he would,
okay,
like,
yeah.
turn to a page,
Yeah.
and there was like a little black girl, and they were doing an episode about holidays, and they were like, we celebrate Christmas, and then like the Jewish kids were like, we do Hanukkah, and they were like, what do you do? And she was like, we don't celebrate any of those, we celebrate Kwanzaa. And I was like, what is that?
And of course, you hear about the like unity and umoja and
Yeah.
all the U words.
And I was like, is this real?
But they don't even celebrate it in Africa. Like, it's not an African holiday. I'm just saying it's an African American holiday.
What are you gonna do?
Who knows?
What are you gonna do?
Jump on or not, I guess.
Looks like we can create our own holiday. Blurb Spot Guy Day coming soon.
Coming soon.
Get your merch now.
When was the first episode published? What
We'll
was
figure
the
it out.
date?
We'll have to look at the
When was
archives.
the holiday.
That's
Would you like-
our new. Is that our new work day?
Whatever our birthday is. Blurb Spot got birthday, not ours collectively.
So, I was about to
You
say-
probably give yourself like 2 bullet
I mean, I
journals.
should have the day off on my birthday anyway. It's Groundhog's Day.
Why is that a holiday?
You know what?
It's a weird day in general.
You know?
We base our weather off of a Philadelphia, well, not Philadelphia.
Punxsutawney
Phil Beaver.
It's still weird. So weird.
Humans have done crazier things. It's fine.
Yeah.
Humans have done crazier things.
He lied this year.
He did.
It was cold for so long, and he was like, "Summer coming on."
You liar!
Don't listen to the meteorologist with all the technology in the sky.
No, to listen to a groundhog that pops his head out of the ground and
Sees
takes his
it.
own shadow.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of humans being dumb, did you see the person on Twitter this weekend that tried to make everybody choose between Mulan 2 or Lion King 2 Simba's Pride?
That's dumb. That's dumb.
When I tell you the most popular response was, "This zebra is better than the whole movie."
Deception!
And you don't even,
Disgrace!
it's just that zebra has more soul than most singers today.
Truly.
That was stupid. Stupid vote.
It's a dumb pose. I mean, Mulan 2 was and I
Do you
think
remember the plot of
I
Mulan?
don't think I saw it.
exactly. There you go. Exactly, but no.
I had it on DVD and I still don't remember it.
Exactly.
It was about the Emperor's
Was it about
daughters.
their daughter?
It was about the Emperor's daughters. And
There was
then
like 3
Shang
mini stories.
and
Shang and Mulan about to get married.
argued the entire movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they're trying to get married, right?
Yeah,
Like that's
and
like
they were like, maybe we don't love each other. And
Right.
I was like, what was the point of the entire first movie?
Well, it shows the
vicuriousness
of Shang. that man was attracted to
to a man.
to
What he thought was a man.
What is Mulan's name in the army?
Ping.
Yeah.
Ping.
Shang was attracted to Ping and Mulan. Like
Attracted to or just like fascinated by it? I haven't really watched Mulan in a very long time.
Attracted
so-
to.
That
I
was-
watched it recently.
I mean,
that was
heck,
there was an attraction. Like he gave Mulan the same look as he
kind
gave
of like-
Ping. Like it was a
Watching Mulan train and run up the mountain with the thing, he was like looking behind, like just checking it out.
It was kind of like how in the original Star Trek, Kirk and Spock are kind of like at each other the whole time. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
But in
I hear you.
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Shatner
I don't like
60s
literally know the reference,
Yeah.
but I've heard about like
Yeah.
the sexual tension that's been apparent between Kirk and
Yeah.
Spock.
It's very out there, especially during Wrath of Khan when you have.
Did you see the live action remake of Mulan, David?
No, actually.
It was
I
okay.
forgot that happened.
That's because it didn't have Mushu.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly.
Oh yeah.
Because it didn't have, because it didn't have.
My man's Eddie Murphy didn't come back.
They tried to play homage, I think, pretty heavily to the original film, like animated film, but they brought in like whole concepts of chi and like ki, basically, like from Dragon Ball Z or whatever. They brought in that whole concept to the main character, to Mulan's character.
Oh yeah, the magic was more so like it was like Mulan met
Is it
Naruto.
worth watching?
I think one time.
Yeah, it's visually stunning. It's
Because like I really,
it's not this is Mulan from 1993. It's not that.
What was Disney's Avatar called? What did we call? What movie?
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah, Raya the Last Dragon. It came out around the same time.
I also didn't watch that.
That was
And I
that was
love-
essentially Disney's Legend of Korra. That's what that was.
It really
Yeah.
was. It really was. And I liked Raya the Last Dragon more than I liked Mulan.
I feel like it represented better for the
Because
AAPI community.
especially like East Asian as well. Like
Yeah.
it was like super strong on East Asian
True.
representation.
No, still mythical Dragon Island. But yeah.
But I mean, I love Asian culture. Period. Just because of the. I mean, it's dope. And it's pretty.
Asian culture period.
Hell, Asian culture brought broccoli to the hood. That's all I'm saying.
You're not wrong.
Michael Che made that joke in his stand up, and I
Which
still
one?
haven't forgot. His most recent one that he put out on HBO Max.
He has a stand-up on
You
video,
ain't,
man.
that's more of a sit down, isn't it? Because he was sitting on.
He was sitting down the whole time.
That wasn't no stand up.
But like he said that, yeah, Asian people brought. I love Asian people. Asian people brought broccoli to the hood with beef and broccoli.
Listen, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I will never forget that.
Yeah, David, what are some shows or Asian inspired anything that have come up in your life that we probably haven't discussed yet?
Some Asian inspired anything in my life.
Yeah.
Well.
Right.
Well, I guess a lot of the Asian things I ended up liking weren't because I was raised to like them. It just kind of worked out that way, and people would kind of get the wrong idea of like, oh, you're Asian, therefore you like this. No, it's a coincidence. That happens a lot.
Ain't that true?
But well, I guess one starter, I guess, could be just anime in general. That's an Asian thing that I like, but a lot of non-Asian people like it too. So does that count?
I think that perfectly counts.
Okay.
You're an avid pogoer,
Yes.
and I feel like that.
What's a pogoer for those who don't know?
Please tell us about your pogo life experience. How did you get into being a pogoer?
So, Pokemon Go came out summer of 2016, and I saw that lots of people were having.
I really thought you were talking about
What's
like,
fun
a
with
Pokemon.
That's why I said, what's a pogoer for those who don't know?
I had to say the full name for the audience just in case. So ended up kind of playing around with it. It seemed like everyone was having fun with it, so I tried it out too, and I found I actually enjoyed it more than I should have, and I kept playing, and even to this day I still play because I'm crazy.
You're ranked. Am I wrong about that? Are you ranked at a certain level?
So there was a time that basically through this third-party nonprofit organization, there would be these player versus player battle tournaments, because like the player versus player battling wasn't added to the game until like maybe like 4 or 5 years into the game or so.
Right.
Probably 3 or 4. So anyway, they finally added it to the game, but like there wasn't any like organized competition to the game. So this third-party organization took care of that to try to get other players from the cities to kind of meet each other and kind of duke it out and see who's the best of the best. And so there was a point where I think I got to like maybe 70-ish globally ranked at one point on that.
In the globe.
And
That's a lot of people.
which was very temporary because there's a lot of really good players out there climbing the ranks and playing
Overly
players
committed to.
Yeah, like the battling in Pokemon Go is a lot simpler than what's in like the main series games.
Sure.
But at the same time though, there's just enough going on to where like the only way to get really really good is to study every single matchup, all the possibilities, like very like in
Because like there's like the cycle, right? Like if I'm before, at the risk of going into too much detail to this game, but like there's like water is stronger than fire, and like the elemental cycle, like that's present.
Yeah, so you have the type chart, which is like for anyone who didn't like grow up with Pokemon, learning even just the type chart is a big learning curve. But then there's like even like this Pokemon beats this Pokemon if it does this in this exact situation. Like those are the kinds of situations that people would have to learn about in order to really separate themselves from the pretty decent local players.
Right.
So it's a big commitment if you want to be really good at it.
But you became 70th in the globe.
It was a very temporary arrangement, like I said, and that did not last. But
To be globally ranked on possibly one of the most popular game, like mobile app games that came out in 2016.
It's still globally popular.
Yes.
Hell,
They're still playing it.
I know that in order for me to like replay it, like anytime like I want to like hop on, you can't just hop on Pokemon Go because you got to update it, and they just be having hella updates on that game.
yeah, you gotta definitely make sure you have like the most recent like version of the software. Sometimes it's worse than the previous one, but you just have to.
And they also
build
like
it.
continually add Pokemon to this game. Am I wrong about
Yeah,
that?
they have. It feels like in the beginning of the game, it just here's a bunch of Pidgeys and Rattatas and stuff.
Right.
And now like they have like event after event after event, where like maybe like a full week of here's all these water Pokemon, and the next week here's all these grass Pokemon, and here's all these Kanto Pokemon. They have all these random themes to try to keep the game fun, and a lot of things to get.
Keeps it from being too repetitive.
Yeah, like oh, here's this new shiny Pokemon, and you have to go catch that, or like, they'll come up with really obscure things like here's this Pikachu wearing a party hat, and it can be shiny if you're really lucky if you catch it in the next 3 days, and so get people go and play. The Pikachu Libre, like so Pikachu with the little Lucha Libre costume, a shiny of that, if you get it, which like it's very very hard to get because you have to like be super good at battling and get really lucky. It's basically just like if the game gives it to you, pretty much.
Do you have it?
I do not. Apparently, these things have sold upwards of like $10,000 to $15,000 on eBay.
Jesus.
And so, like, if I do get one, then like
I hope you sell it.
yeah.
It's literally the value of like some kind of crazy NFT or something. Like,
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You might as well sell
might
it
as
all
well.
high, and in 10 years, no one's gonna care. So
literally
jump on while you can.
crazy.
Bitcoin is the future.
And that is
Bitcoin
our
is
Pogo
crashing.
segment for
It
the
is.
episode.
Yeah, more poker than we expected today.
No. Well, I mean, I think it's interesting to like ask about it because there was obviously like a time when you were into Pokemon as a child, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of like the.
I'm pretty sure that's what the app developers were. It was like that we were hella into Pokemon as children, and we want to do that. We've always wanted to do this in real
Hell,
life.
the
Now
app
we have
developers were the kids that were
That's
into
what I'm
the
saying,
game, right?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's probably the way it is now.
without a doubt.
we have the technology. We can
Yeah.
catch our own Pokemon in real life now.
The people that grew up with Pokemon as kids are now old enough to drive themselves from park to park or gym to gym and to play Pokemon Go properly. Don't play while you drive, that's bad. But like, if you
I
go
will.
somewhere-
I will. Interestingly enough, like see David riding around town, like because Highland Park, where Miriam lives, the golf course has a gym, and I was
Word.
and I was out walking Nikki one day, and I just happened to see what I know is David's car because he is iconic for his Toyota Camry with the dent in the corner, and I'm very
Just call him out on the podcast. Why don't you?
Bro, that's very specific.
listen.
Trying to get this man robbed.
Right, at least
I'm not gonna lie to you.
thankful
I
this ain't
have
no
seen
witness
his
protection
car.
podcast, and like,
I have
damn.
specifically seen his car and thought it was, and it wasn't his car, but like that dent is there on so many of his version of the Camry. I'm not gonna say the color because I'm not gonna try to like identify this man out here. Like
We're looking
that.
for a fuchsia Toyota Camry with a dent on the left,
With polka dots.
side,
with Pokemon.
Polka dots.
But no, like
located in the Tuscaloosa,
Stripes on the
Alabama
tire.
area.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just I have seen too many variants of his car in this world, and
Where the TVA at?
Right.
it gets me confused from time to time. But yeah, I saw him walking out when at the gym, playing the gym when I was just like walking Nikki randomly one day.
I saw it on the map and had to pay to visit. So
The man knows.
that's okay.
Shows
And-
up.
Yeah, the Pokemon Go map is actually pretty underrated as far as being able to see like, oh, this road goes this way, and even things like nature trails, which you wouldn't think would have like the roads on there, has them because of like the open street maps and stuff like that. So
You're telling me I can use the Pokemon Go Map as a GPS?
it's not perfect because like some with like the newer stuff, it might not show up. Like there's like
Sure.
new subdivisions like Hoover, for example, where like it's a neighborhood with like houses and everything and streets, but like as far as the map is concerned, there's like nothing there because it's so new.
Okay.
But for most things, you can pretty much just like if you're like walking like on whatever trail, and you want to figure out where like how to get back to your car, you can kind of see like, okay, this trail goes this way, so if I follow that one, I'll get back to the car. So
The detail.
Pokemon
very
saving
underrated.
lives.
Damn.
Pokemon out here saving lives.
If it's the only like location services app that works, you could just like use your Pokemon Go map to make your way out of the forest.
It's the most fun one, and sometimes it might be the most helpful because, like, for like Google Maps, for example, you might be like within range of what you're looking for, but there's so many icons they might be slightly misplaced or whatever, or there's like things to click on. But then or it might force you to punch in an address or whatever. But with Pokemon Map, there's not like little text boxes or anything. It's just here's the map. I mean, like there's Pokemon to click on, or
Sure.
stuff, but
Sure.
you can see like where the road's going. If you
This is a
take
man.
a look at it.
You're speaking from experience.
I'm just using the technology that I have.
Yeah,
So,
you
what
are.
I-
Yeah, you are. This man. Yeah.
I'm living in the 21st century.
Hey, now we all grew up watching Pokemon. That's obvious by this conversation at this point. But David, is there any other like cartoons, not necessarily anime, but like possibly hamburger anime, like Samurai Jack or any of those?
Oh, yeah,
that you
hamburger-
grew up watching.
Yes, Samurai Jack was pretty sweet. I liked it. I'd like to watch all the way through it. Like I remember watching it a bunch. I think it was like middle school maybe. And
Yeah.
it was
Rewatching
neat.
it is a 10 of 10 experience. I'm on rewatch number 4 right now.
Jesus, sir.
It's on HBO.
It's on HBO
right?
Max.
It is
It's
on
right
HBO.
there.
Okay.
Ease of access. I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, a nice free place to watch it because I don't feel like paying for more streamings.
I mean, it's basically turned into cable at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, where it was, originally supposed to replace cable and be more affordable, it's basically cable at this point.
It can be if you just pay for.
YouTube TV.
Well, no, but that's essentially just buying cable at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
I'm probably about to do that.
I've heard it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy with my Netflix and Crunchyroll for a while, and when I run out of content, then maybe I can run over to something else.
You'll have to switch over to Funimation eventually. Or
it's to Crunchyroll.
It's to Crunchyroll, right? Like Crunchyroll bought Funimation.
David ain't going nowhere.
They merged, and like Funimation bought Crunchyroll, but Funimation app is going away.
I guess it's one of the things that it came
It's
with the
weird.
merger. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
we'll buy you, but
It's one of those things
Using our
that
name.
like kind of make Kingdom Hearts make sense,
But One
not
Piece isn't
quite.
on Crunchyroll.
Yes, it is.
Not fully. I thought
it will be.
It will be eventually.
Okay. So I'll have to transfer my subscription.
Yeah.
We'll
Which
just
is
check
just
out
you're
the
gonna have to
manga at
cancel
some point.
Funimation and then.
I will have to check out the manga at some point.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a great experience, especially things that have just happened.
I'll believe it.
The detail that's in a lot of the panels is actually, especially like the ones with they'll be like big picture, but like there's so much stuff going on like in the background, like the One Piece manga, I would say is up there with like Berserk as far as like detail and some of the really important panels.
I need to.
It's
Berserk is that one of those animes that I just know I need to get into.
the art in the manga is really don't even watch the anime. It's trash. Read the manga. It's good.
What about the original 1990 anime?
So I watched it, and honestly, I enjoyed it because I'm not as critical of things as other people often are.
Sure.
But just read the manga. I promise.
Okay.
You'll be glad you did.
I'll thank you later.
The manga is just like so good, and it actually contains I guess as much of the story as it could have because
That's how it was originally done.
yeah, that plus the author passed away, so that,
Oh, dang.
the story
Yeah.
wasn't concluded, but it's it's stuck. Hopefully there's some very talented and enthusiastic people who were willing to finish the story for us.
I think that's the case, isn't it? Like they're trying to finish the story for Berserk.
I honestly do not.
I'd have
I
Miriam
don't
Brothers
lie to you.
super into the Berserk saga, essentially, and he'll be able to give us some more information on it.
For sure.
I'll report back.
Seems like everyone who's followed Berserk up to this point would absolutely love to see the story conclude. And
Right.
So, hopefully, that gets some love.
Hunter's coming back apparently.
I saw that.
Yeah.
If you care about that
Very much.
show.
I'm still trying to get through the Chimera arc, and that was
So
a solid
long.
3 months ago.
So long.
Two of my favorite villains of any anime are in Hunter x Hunter actually.
Who?
So, Crollo and Ahsoka. I like them both for different reasons.
Ahsoka likes to touch little boys and it's weird.
Okay, so that's like a translation thing. So it's like one of them comes off as very pedo-ish, and the other is like, oh, I want to fight him when he gets really strong and we become
Yeah, but
buddies and
he
all that.
kind of just his.
He's very bizarre. He's a bad person. He's bizarre. He's very appropriately a villain.
He is way too turned on by Gon. Just at any given point in time, way too turned on.
I think it's more of like a
I haven't
strong
been able to
character
do
thing.
it.
I don't know, but yeah, it is weird that he gets super. We'll say
Excited.
excited. Yeah.
I think the
I like Chrono.
I think the Hunter x Hunter fandom is giving the My Hero fandom a run for its money for being the horniest fandom out there.
Oh really?
Let's not forget Beastars.
Still haven't.
No.
Only seen the manga covers for Beastars.
Okay, so I watched the anime just because I needed something to watch, and it was fine, but and
We don't
I
kink shame here if that's what
Yeah.
you're.
I mean I didn't use it.
I'm not trying to edit anything out.
But I never really fully understood the whole time I have to do all this really crazy shit so I can be the Beastar, but what exactly is that? It's they never really explain
I
why.
want to be King Furry.
King Furry.
King Furry. Is that
Right.
so? What is the plot for this show?
Furries,
don't
but
know.
in suits.
Essentially,
Furries, but in suits.
the main character is a wolf, and he's trying to not eat herbivores because their little society says carnivores should not eat herbivores. It's a
All right. What a
Yeah.
universe. Okay.
The anime version of Zootopia.
Sounds like
I
it.
guess.
Kinda
Sexy.
Sounds kind of like that, actually. Zootopia was. Are there any racial undertones present within the show?
A little bit, like so the herbivores were many of them were afraid of carnivores because there was there was a murder that took place on the campus and because a carnivore eating an herbivore.
Interesting.
And so they're trying to figure out
literally the plot of Zootopia.
Yeah.
And so
sexy.
And so the carnivore's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm not gonna eat you. And some of the herbivores like, I believe you, but I'm still afraid. And so there was
Oh wow. Okay.
That's wild.
I can
don't
relate.
think I'm gonna watch it, but that's wild.
It sounds way too real. But
I can relate. I'm not gonna hurt you. I know, but look at you.
But look at you.
But look at what?
Also, you should read the manga because the manga for One Piece is brutal.
I will.
I thought you were talking about Beastars. I'm like,
That's what I was thinking. What kind of came in and
Who's King Furry now?
Well,
Ryan.
there's something I haven't told you guys.
Something brand new here.
Hey, like you said, we don't kink shame here.
Beastars, we don't. No.
He's wearing his furry underwear at the moment.
Hey.
Are you?
Not supposed to tell anybody,
It's
God.
just poking out,
Remember I showed you that picture of Whitebeard? And
Yeah.
that hole in his head?
Yeah.
And then in the anime, it's just his mustache.
Yeah, just his mustache, yeah. No, I saw the anime or the manga for Whitebeard's death in One Piece. And
I did not see that.
Oh, dude, his head is gone.
His head is gone.
Man.
There's a crescent moon.
Shaded edge, yeah. That was not animated in the anime.
Yeah. I picked up the manga at the wrong time, I guess. I picked up basically where I'd caught up all those years ago. So.
Where did you catch up, if you don't mind me?
Oh man, it was definitely after the time skip.
Okay.
And it was definitely after
Dressrosa?
It was after without spoiling things, the war where Whitebeard and all those guys are there, and because of Ace being imprisoned and everything.
Oh yeah, the Paramount War.
That's before the time skip.
That is right.
Oh, that's right before. Yeah, so it was definitely after the time skip. And I'm trying to remember what was happening at this point. The art changed, and the female characters had bigger titties, I guess. Let's see what else. Time skip.
Anime tatas.
Yeah.
Yo, I mean, you can really understand Sanji's struggle after the boy, man has been on, he's been on a particular island for the last 2 years, and then he just runs up on Nami and Nico Robin, and you're just like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
That's his whole reason for joining the Straw Hats, I think, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, they're arguably two of the most beautiful women in the universe.
Well, just one at first.
At first it was just we need to go save Nami because she's the most beautiful woman I've never seen.
Right.
And then Nico came along.
I do think it's funny that Oda's been none of the Straw Hats are gonna get together, and then people are like, but those two would work together, and these two would work together, and these two.
That's a fun
work
theory.
Together.
I love the theorizing. I just want him to marry. I want Luffy to marry the Amazonian woman.
Death by Snoo.
Brother,
Sorry, what?
Hancock.
Yeah, Boa Hancock. Boa Hancock is that man's wife. I don't care. Death by Snoo. Yes, because she would kill him. But,
Would she?
Would she?
She would kill him.
No.
Not
him.
Yeah, not Luffy.
But no, I need him. I need them to get married because I ship that. She's obsessed with him.
I mean, he does have a fascination for giants, as far as I know.
So it'd be her or Vivi.
Yeah. That would make sense too because she's royalty as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
There's probably a sneaky link in there.
Maybe.
I think
That's
part
how
of
we
it
get
is.
One Piece Shippuden.
There you go. Yeah, I guess part of the not having any confirmed romances in the show is one is maybe the audience thing, but I guess as long as there aren't any confirmed couples, then the fans can theorize about it. Oh, I think these guys are gonna get together, and as long as there's nothing committed, then the fans can all have whatever outcome that.
I just wonder if
want.
at any given time on this ship have they led Sanji on in any kind of way that
Of
we're
course.
not seeing.
I'm saying Nami
I
that
was about to
multiple
say,
times.
she does it all the time. She's just teasing this man, I'll let you, but only if you do this thing for me, kind of.
And then she won't because it's Nami.
because it's Nami and she's a hustler,
Yes.
Yeah.
always trying to get her bag.
Always and forever. Yeah. All the things.
All the things.
She was like introduced as like the one who like steals stuff to make her living, and now she's just like
The navigator.
she does navigation and does like the weather pole stuff, and like,
Yeah.
you know, that's her thing now.
It's interesting that she does like seem to drift away from that character development.
Her character development like comes. She never will like fall below where she's been before.
Right.
But it definitely like comes up, and then she just becomes a comedy character, and then it builds up again, and then has she's a comedy character. But it's like when she needs to get serious, it's always fun when you see not
Yeah,
get serious.
yeah, like take some people out.
You're about to be in the biggest Nico Robin fight drought of your life, so
Oh, that's gonna be
enjoy
fun.
this
That's gonna be
next
great.
couple episodes.
I love your steady updates for what I'm about to be in.
Yeah.
Because they're definitely like getting.
Nobody
excited.
gave me updates. I raw dogged One Piece. So
Great way to describe it.
I mean, it raw dogged you at some
Hey,
point. Like
it took
that
me a
thing,
year
like,
in like 3 days, but I did it. And it's,
I'll probably be, I think maybe an 8-month long journey for me at this, like by the end of it at this point.
and then you get to watch it week by week with the rest of us. And get super stressed out reading it week by week too. It's so much fun.
Oh man.
It's like all the Hajime no Ippo fans, like the manga is like I think it's something like 1,400 chapters, if not more, over the last like 1,400 or so. It's been around for like 30 years or so.
What's it called?
Hajime no Ippo. It's a boxing.
Okay.
Anime.
Okay.
It's
Dragon Ball Z.
the anime's got like a little bit, but like the manga's gone a lot further.
Sure.
And so like people will comment like, "Oh, I just caught up with this," and I guess because like if you like start reading now, you can probably get caught up like maybe like 3 months or so. And so like there's other people who've been following it since like the 90s who were on the week by week basis for it,
And still have
it's
been.
still on the week by week basis.
Wow.
After all this time.
Couldn't do it.
So,
What a life right there.
I'm happy with my volumes of My Hero Academia, and I can read upwards of 7 chapters at a time.
I mean, you'll get caught up to My Hero before you know it.
I'm behind on that. Whatever site I was using to read it like wasn't updating for a while, so I've got so far behind, and like when I'm trying to find a new one, like it would like
It's not
threatening
lined
virus, and so like I'll get to it at some point.
I need to catch up on the anime.
I'm caught up on the anime. I really want to read ahead
Yeah.
for the manga series because I've heard some really interesting things about.
And I mean,
I'm getting there.
I'm mega behind on the last thing I saw in the anime was Incineroar becoming the #1 hero. I know that's not his name, but I forgot his name, and that was Incineroar is a Pokemon.
Yeah, I was about to say like
No!
He's a Smash character.
But you
dude.
mean the fire guy?
Yeah,
What-
Todoroki's dad.
Todoroki's dad.
When he became the #1 hero and like
See,
blew
that got
up.
me forgetting the name, and I'm currently
You
reading
read
it.
the show.
I'm currently reading it, and I can't remember his name right now.
yeah, I was blinking too, like the fire guy.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a name, and I had to.
I
keep
knew
the
who
thought
you
going.
meant when you said it, though. That was the thing. I was like, he means the fire guy.
Yeah, but it was like Incineroar.
Charizard.
It sounded believable in all fairness, but
I mean, if you told me somebody's name in my
Endeavor.
Endeavor.
I was close. I mean, that kind of.
I was in the same syllable range.
Incineroar, Endeavor. Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm willing to call close.
Yeah.
I'll give it close. I'll give it close. Same
You don't know who
elemental
Hawks is?
field.
Is he the bird dude?
Yes.
Doesn't he almost die?
At this point, not yet.
Hawk?
Hawks.
Hawks
Doesn't
is badass,
somebody, like-
even though he's questionable,
No, I
but he's
thought.
badass.
No, okay, then no. I'm thinking of
Somebody does.
I'm still not sure if he's not evil yet.
But doesn't
like, I'm
Hawk
still
get
unsure
like
of
the
his-
dog crap kicked out of him at one point?
Kind of. Right now, he's a double agent for the League of Villains and
Yeah.
the Heroes.
He sucks.
So which side is he on?
That's the thing we don't know yet.
And like you don't know
But that's what I'm trying to-
where the anime is. You don't know either.
No, that's what I'm trying to read ahead for the manga because I feel like I'm about to find out because right now I'm in the area where they're just starting my villain academia, so it's just mainly focusing on the villains at this point and how their empire is growing. It's about to grow with the whole Metal Liberation Army and the whole war. And yeah.
And no pressure, but try to get caught up sooner rather than later because of spoilers.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like, I think they're currently on like volume 35, and I'm currently at volume 23.
Oh, okay, that's not too far.
No, I'm blasting through it.
Yeah, I ran into some heavy spoilers for like Tokyo Revengers. This was when I had watched the anime, but like hadn't started reading the manga yet, and it's all manga spoiler somewhere. Like no, but
Yeah, because there's a spoiler about for there's a spoiler about the girl who's invisible. Apparently, one, we get to see what she looks like, and two, there's something that we get to find out about her. And I was like, I need to find out what's up with her and who, because apparently there's somebody that's in class 8 or one of the
who goes evil. It's gonna go villain tracked. Basically.
And everyone thinks it's Bakugo, but it's, of course it's not, because
Bakugo's
got more sense.
Right.
It's gonna be
so like it's kind of like the idea of like Vegeta being evil again. Like
Perfect.
Bakugo's too like stubborn and like.
Why should it be like Froppy?
Oh my god!
That would be
That's
devastating.
angry. No, that's gonna anger me.
No one expects that.
That'd be devastating, man.
That's the move, right?
Me personally, like if Ashino gets it, I'm be mad because that's honestly she's the only one person of color, even though she's like purple. She's actually like the one black girl.
She's got acid as her power.
Yeah, but
so
she's the one black girl. She's technically the one black girl in the class.
Yeah, she's literally the person of color.
Yeah.
Literally.
Shame on you all.
I mean, everybody knows.
Ain't Froppy green?
No,
her costume is. But
okay.
She's
just
got
funny
all,
looking.
and has a long tongue and all that. Frop.
Would Froppy beat Toad in a fight? Is that too specific of a question?
Toad.
You mean from Mario?
Like from Super
From
Mario?
X-Men Revolution.
Oh.
I think
Probably.
Froppy wins. I think Froppy definitely wins.
Yeah. No, probably because
Their power set's exactly the same.
Yeah, with the exception.
But Froppy's smarter, in my opinion.
That and like Froppy, she also has the power to like camouflage herself with her own acid. So. She can do
the strategic advantage versus like the planning advantage for Froppy.
So yeah, pretty sure Froppy would win in that fight.
When you said Toad, I was like, Mario?
I'm thinking of Mushroom. I'm thinking Mushroom from Mario.
No.
It was like
Y'all, I went to a really
Shaggy
cool place this
Solos.
weekend. It's called Battle and Brews. It was in Atlanta, and it is the world's. Have you ever been?
Mm-hmm.
It is the world's
Skip a
first
week
video game bar. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. Hey, I'm just like you got. And we played Super Mario Kart. That's why the idea happened. Like we played Super Mario Kart, and you could get all the different systems at your disposal. I'll talk more about it if you want me to save it for the weekly.
I mean, it's up to you.
I got sidebar.
Oh, that sounds neat.
Yeah,
It is.
I mean,
You want to take us?
yes.
what if I wanted to take us?
I mean, it's
You wanna take
$30,
us?
and like you can
You
split
were
it
there- you
between
used to live
everybody to like get whatever game system you want. It's not bad.
You used to live there.
Okay.
It's
I
in
did used
Sandy
to live there.
Springs.
That is literally where I used to live. So
We want to Ryan's parents' house.
my parents live in Tampa, Florida.
We want to Ryan's parents' house. That's what we do.
I like Tampa.
Yeah, they live in Tampa,
Road
Florida.
trip.
Yeah, for sure. Just let me know.
Just planning all these things out.
We can go to the beach. We got a place to stay. We just can't. Like, we gotta take care of their house.
That's fine. You were with in New Orleans, but yeah, we took care of New Orleans. We took care of that house. That house was advanced.
Mm-hmm.
Like Iron Man level advanced.
Oh, word?
Just about.
My parents' house is not Iron Man level advanced, but it is a very nice house, and I really like it. So
Bet.
we gotta respect it.
Yeah.
Believe it.
But we can go on and on.
We can go on and on.
We're just rambling at this point, but what we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back with the weekly blurb. Be right back, guys.
Be right back.
The weekly blurb.
It's time for the weekly blurb.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Hey. Yeah, it's time for the weekly blurb where we discuss any and everything and all the things that we can think of and whatnot. And because we have a guest this week, David, you have the honor of going first.
All right, good. Okay, so first one. So as we talked about before earlier on the show, I'm a very active Pokemon Go player.
Woo.
And so this week, unfortunately, one of the players in our community was shot and killed Monday night. His name was David Westbrook, and he was a very active player all these years, and he was one of those guys that I would see all over the place, and then one day he's no longer with us. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is that there's a GoFundMe that was started by his family to hire a private investigator to try to figure out who did it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can share that link somewhere, maybe.
We should, we can put it on the post.
Send it to us and we'll get it up.
Okay, all right, perfect. Thank you guys. Yeah, so I'll have that link so that people can donate, so that the family can get the private. Because the investigator expenses pile up, and so having that there would be good for the family.
It's
to
truly a
help,
tragedy.
get justice. Because David was a good guy, and he did not deserve what happened to him. And our whole community is very saddened by the loss of him. So
Just another instance of terrible gun violence.
yeah, some closure for his family would be good here.
Definitely.
Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to bring up is that speaking of things that Asian people like, and something that I like not because I'm Asian, but I'm Asian and I like this thing are two separate things. So I want to give a shout out for World Oyama Karate. So if you're looking for a way to stay in shape with some nice year-round activity that's fun for the whole family, and you basically get to stay in shape and learn some very important skills, and you get to hit people, and it's for all ability levels. You can be world-class fighter, you could be someone who has never done a physical activity in your life, or maybe you might have some sort of physical disability or ailment of some sort. Anyone can come in and learn a thing or two and make their lives better. So I can post some stuff for that too on the share with you guys for the listeners.
Heck yeah.
There's like a summer special going on for discounted lessons and equipment and everything. So what better time than now to come in and change your life a bit.
Oh, cool. And are you a sensei or?
So
master?
I'm a second degree black belt. So I'm not. So my title's senpai.
Okay.
Contrary to what the weeaboos will think, the weebs are gonna assume that means senior student. So I kind of help out with working with the newer people.
Yeah.
But I'm not I'm not the one who runs the show. I'm just kind of.
Come in and learn how to
But
kick
don't get
some
it twisted,
ass.
people. He said, first and foremost, he's a second degree black belt, so he can whoop some tail if you need to.
Come in and learn to kick some ass. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming over.
Heck yeah.
Word. Awesome. Well, thank you for that, David. And we will be sure to share all of those things. We'll have
the links available on our Instagram and as well as in the YouTube descriptions and all that.
Have a little special spot for David on the Instagram. Have a little shout out post for you.
All right,
Yeah.
definitely. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's my turn.
It's your turn this week.
Yeah, cool. Well, you know what I'm going to talk about because it hadn't come up yet. This weekend is Alabama Comic Con / Kimetsu Con.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm plugging us because
Do it.
we're on panel this weekend. Booyah. So we can do that. No,
Please
don't
come.
say. Yeah, please come.
Please come.
Please come. That's all I ask.
We know. We understand that it is.
We're not gonna tell you why. Just please come.
Please.
Because we don't want to stray more people away.
No, I mean it's from. What,
I understand.
It's from 12:30 to
12:15.
12:15.
Probably 12:15 to 12:45, or 12:15 to 1, more than likely, or 1:15 hopefully.
Yeah.
It just says 12:15 on the poster so far.
All right, 12:15 Saturday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Panel room 1, and yeah, come see us. We'll be
Alabama Comic Con, aka Kimetsu Con.
Yeah, Demon Slayer Con for the non-Kimetsu people. Demon Slayer. You're going to see all the Demon Slayer characters.
So much cosplay is going to be
So
out,
much.
available there. It's going to be
It's gonna
crazy.
be cool.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
But definitely, but like I said, come see us. We're going to do a live adaptation of our podcast. I guess that's the best word to put out so far. I don't know.
It's
We'll
going to
be
be
for people.
it's going to be a reenactment of our first one, basically.
Yeah, but we know how to operate now. We have more of a team because Ryan's going to be there, Miriam's going to be there, and Jay and I are going to be there, and all the things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And yeah, that's, of course, my weekly blurb. Well, I got another one for like 2 seconds.
Please.
As you all know, last year, Winnie the Pooh was put in public domain.
Right.
And now it's official. There is a new Winnie the Pooh movie coming out that's not Disney. It is a horror movie.
Oh God, I've seen the images. I've seen the images of it.
It's called Pooh, Blood, and Honey. And
So that's
Oh,
what.
God.
So this
It's
is the
real.
result.
It's real
So this is the
because-
result of the public domain.
Because Winnie the
availability.
Pooh is now public domain, we're getting a Winnie the Pooh horror movie called Pooh, Blood, and Honey.
I'm so excited.
I'm gonna watch it.
The
I don't even
syno- the
watch horror
synopsis-
movies like that, and I'm so excited.
The synopsis so far is that Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are going on a killing spree because Christopher Robin has grown up and left 100-acre wood.
Oh no.
That is the synopsis.
All right.
And we've got a couple.
Kill
of,
all humans.
Yeah, a couple of
Right.
first. Well, no, because they are human. Like these are like men in masks. Like one's in like a piglet mask. It's not like the kitty piglet mask. It's like an adult like bar. And like Winnie the Pooh is like that.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's dark. one of the first things they talk about is like they kill Eeyore. Like whoever's in the Eeyore costume, they kill him like brutally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we can blur.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I have two things.
Hey, I got two things.
So the first one is, I'm just gonna ask for everybody's if you pray, if you send out good vibes, if you do all the things that would send it up to the spiritual entities that you might worship or believe in. My granddad is having kidney removal surgery.
The day of the podcast.
On Tuesday of this week, and I hope that it goes well. It should be going well. Guy's a good surgeon, but he's having his kidney removed, and he's 81 years old. So that's definitely a procedure, and definitely a challenge. Definitely something to overcome. You got 2 weeks of recovery or so. So as many people that are out there that listen to this podcast, I hope that they'll send up some thoughts and prayers and good vibes and good energies for him while he goes through the surgery and is on the road to recovery.
Indeed.
So that's number one that's going on in my life. But this weekend I went to Atlanta to get some well-deserved vacation.
This
from
weekend
all
coming
the,
up?
No, this past weekend.
There you go.
This past weekend I went to Atlanta. We went to the Botanical Gardens, but we also went to a place called Battle and Brews. Which you heard me talk about it briefly in the episode, but bro, this spot is weeb heaven. I'm not joking about it when I say it. You've got computer games, you've got all console games from Wii's to GameCubes to Nintendo 64s to PlayStation 5s.
What if I want to play the Oregon Trail?
You can.
Oh,
you definitely can.
Yeah.
Oh.
They have it. They have
had a night where it was just Oregon Trail.
It was an Oregon Trail?
It's the first video game bar
people
in the
up.
world.
It was really cool.
Dude, I mean, everyone that was in there was in a cosplay. You had, someone that was, a Finn cosplay.
Were you?
Or, no, well, I wore my BTSM jersey, and it's got the definite,
The world will know base.
yeah, the paint eyes and everything in the back of it. So, that was my, attempt. But that's also just me on a regular day, to be honest with you.
As we can tell.
So, I was I'm
For
just
the
wearing
viewers.
it. I was just wearing it. But, dude, it's $30, and it gets you at minimum 2 hours of gameplay. And so, you can, and they also have, food and drinks and everything that you can sit down and.
Is this a full bar?
Well, it's a full bar, but it's also a restaurant. They had food. We had our dinner there. I mean, and it was good. So, I stand by it. I feel like it was a really dope spot, and I saw $30 for the whole section, and you can split that up between 5 people or 6 people at a time, and
Still, that ain't bad.
no, it's not bad at all. And then you don't have to stick to one console forever. How long you're there? We played on the Switch because it was the easiest for
4 people.
a party of five people.
Okay.
A party of no, it was 4. It was 4.
There you go.
It was a party of 4 because we wanted to just play Mario Kart, or we played Mario Party because it was already on the system. We didn't have to like get a game switch, but like you could switch games and everything. And if it's not busy on there, I mean, you could play for as long as you are there. Basically, like there's not people trying to get like seating or anything like that. It's a free for all for as long as you want. I mean, they had like whole systems, like computer systems for like Counter-Strike and everything. So like it was intense and it was really cool though. The bathroom was a TARDIS.
Ah!
Very cool. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend this spot for
Where
anybody.
you taking us?
I'm just.
We should go to Dragon Con.
We might go for my birthday. MomoCon was this weekend too.
It was.
Oh, we going. We going. That's
Luffy's English voice actress was there.
Oh,
everybody was there. Phil Lamar was there.
Yeah.
Like all the voice actors and actresses.
And I was in
crazy,
Atlanta and I was like,
remember when
dang, how did I miss
was-
that?
I remember when MomoCon was not that big.
Sheesh.
Like, I remember when MomoCon was a cosplay.
Like bear, like
only.
like gathering.
Well, shout out to Blurred Over too, because they had Blurred Over and BlurredCon. They were there. They had a table, but they like Blurred Over and BlurredCon. They had they were basically next to each other.
They collabed?
Well, no, they were just next to each other at the table. I guess that's how the organizers planned it out, was to have them next to each other, close enough to each other.
Cool.
But they created Blurred Avenue. And they had literally,
Oh.
I saw videos and stuff every day where they were like doing like the cha-cha slide and dancing.
That's
and,
cool.
Yeah, it was
That's
3
cool.
days of just black people having all the fun. And I'm
That's
like,
cool.
MomoCon's a good convention.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a
All right.
good safe space.
All right.
Like I said, I'm going next year. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but we need
Let's
to
do
do
it.
it. But yeah. Yes.
Make a showing.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan, you got anything for us?
I'm excited for whatever this One Piece news for the live action Netflix show we get next Monday.
Updates.
Be ready.
baby.
They made an announcement.
Stay ready so
They
you don't
were
have to get ready.
I was a part of.
Ryan, are you a
Netflix
fan of
Geek
One
Week.
Piece?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, I hate that show.
All right.
I don't even know what it is. What's a Luffy? But
Who's a straw hat?
I
during
thought that was
Netflix
what you
Geek
wash
Week,
yourself with.
So fuck. Oh my god.
They said for Netflix Geek
Excused.
Week, they said that they're
Smart.
going to start it with a bunch of like anime things on Monday. So we're going to get an update. So I think it's going to be a sneak. I think we're going to get them in costume for the first time. I think we're going to get to see all 5 of them. I think that is going to be it. Like it is going to be no like action or like maybe like a step forward, but I think the big news is going to be a picture of them in
It'd
costume.
be funny if it's like a big picture, like Disney did with this new promotional image for Indiana Jones, because Harrison Ford's coming back, but it's literally just a silhouette of Harrison Jones on a bridge.
Yeah. No, I
I
think
think
it'll be like,
you just get like the back of Luffy.
it'll be.
Freaking
We'll get a full
man.
image if they do something like that. We will get to like see them because they're gonna test run it. They remember.
Well,
what
I
happened.
think that it's a smart decision to
They
test
remember what
run it.
happened with Sonic.
Definitely.
Exactly.
They have plenty of time to.
Speaking of
give
Sonic,
him
have
it.
you watched Chip and
Yeah.
Dale yet?
What? I thought you had.
You didn't
You
watch
see
it?
that Rescue Rangers?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
Watch it.
I will. Gosh. But they're gonna test run it and make
Yeah.
adjustments. I have faith in whatever they give us is gonna be great. The people that did the choreography for the Butcher Blaviken fight from Witcher season 1,
Mm-hmm.
from the first episode,
Yeah.
that team is
Yeah.
working on One Piece.
Oh wow, okay.
So
That's very
Oh.
promising.
yeah.
It is promising.
Um,
I didn't watch the
So
Witcher.
Zoro's
No,
about to
it,
go
that
crazy.
that one fight scene is
Epic.
yeah, it is.
It's insane.
It's beautifully shot too.
I saw the commentary on it, and it was a lot of fun. Was what ended up making it like good and well
Yeah,
executed.
but that
So,
team
it was
is
good.
doing the fight choreography for
the whole
at least the swordsman and
Oh, cool.
One Piece. And also, the guy that's playing Zoro is playing Edward Elric in another live-action adaptation of Full Metal Alchemist in Japan,
Huh.
which I think is pretty cool.
Those are like very different people. To me.
Right.
But,
But I was on Twitter because I was talking to the cast to see if they had posted anything remotely of them in character, and they hadn't. But he would just put up a picture of him without an arm, and I was like, "Wow, that looks kind of Full Metal Alchemist-y." And then the next thing he put up was a poster, and it was like,
Wow.
I was like, "All right, cool." But if you ever have a chance to like look at him, actually like do a sword fight from, I think it's from another anime adaptation, but it's him like just going absolutely insane. And then one of the showrunners for Netflix, for One Piece Netflix, like retweeted it and was like, "This is your Zoro. Get excited. He gets here tomorrow." And so I have faith.
So I wonder if he's gonna.
I trust you. That's all I know. is I trust you.
I'm like,
one question-
I'm trying so hard to.
I
not
don't
get my
trust.
hopes up,
I
and it's
definitely
not
don't trust
working.
live action anime at this point. Like it's.
I'm trying so
But I
hard
trust
to
you.
not get my hopes up, but like,
My one question is if they're gonna have Zoro do the 3-sword style, or if they're just gonna have 2-sword style.
They're gonna have to.
They're gonna-
That's
yeah.
required.
They're gonna have to, but I mean, the practical implications
probably
of
make
having
the
a
sword
sword
in-
in your teeth.
they'll probably make the sword in his mouth smaller. It probably won't be like a.
It'll be a large knife.
It'll be
A
like
large
large
knife.
It might be more ergonomic with like a mouthpiece or something.
Yeah.
Where the handle goes.
But he has to have it in his mouth.
It's got to.
You can't.
We have to have the image of him like crossing the.
That and, like,
He has to become the demon. He
Yeah,
has to
we
become
have
the
to.
demon.
Him talking with
Yeah.
with
He has
sword
to
in
do
your mouth.
Yuri. He has to do the whole thing. Like he's got to do it.
Because
That's
I like.
required.
Because he's got to fight Mihawk at some point, and I
That
don't
too.
want to see him fight Mihawk with two
Two swords,
swords.
yeah.
Come on now.
You gotta show the iconic moment when like he's got the 3 swords that are all in one place, and then like Mihawk has a knife.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have to show that. That's required.
It's iconic.
Also, I really want Ray Park, the Darth Maul actor. To
Yes.
be Mihawk. I think
Yes.
that would be really cool.
And fitting.
Yeah.
For
That
sure.
would be insane.
One of the greatest swordsmen of all time.
Yeah. I think if
Little
there
space
is a
sword.
way for them to be like a little Easter eggy, I feel like it would be in like using people that actually have the skills to do that. Somebody threw out the idea of like Johnny Depp playing Roger just for this first season, so he can like have his pirate send off.
Get that man some work.
Man.
And I think that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty big.
Because like I feel like he wouldn't go out there.
I mean, Roger is the art. I mean,
he wouldn't have to go out there and be Jack Sparrow. He could literally just be himself and be like, "Go get my treasure."
Right.
And that was all we would need him to do. We would need him for 10 minutes.
that'd be cool.
Right now.
I think it'd be interesting.
One day on set. That's
Basically.
all we need. Yeah.
You're done with the trial. Come on.
Hey, man was literally got done with trial, and then Sunday he was in UK. Like he surprised a concert crowd and
Jeff
played.
Beck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So prayers up for Johnny Depp
Yeah.
and all that.
He's not going to be Roger. I think they've already cast Roger.
Probably. But we appreciate everybody for listening and watching and all the things. David, we appreciate you for coming on and being our guest for the last episode of the AAPI month.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, but
Always happy to have you, David. You're welcome back anytime.
anytime. Is there anywhere that people can find you on Pogo or Instagram or Facebook or all the things?
What's your? Do you have a player number that people can find you at?
You want people to find you?
I don't really want people to find me.
That's cool.
That's cool.
But like if they know where to look, I'm fairly easy to find on Discord. If they look for like the city of Birmingham has like a Discord server that's for like the Pokemon Go community, and so I'm not terribly hard to find on there.
Okay.
So
Good deal.
that's your hint. If you're willing to search harder than that, you
Whole
can
scavenger hunt. You got to find them.
find my treasure.
Exactly. Exactly. But Jay, where can people find us?
You know, as always, you can go.
What? You just kind of got.
Yup. I yuck. Well, the people can always find us on Instagram and Facebook at the Blurred Survival Guide, at Blurred Survival Guide, or on Twitter and TikTok at Blurred Guide, on YouTube at Blurred Survival Guide, and on Redbubble at the Blurred Survival Guide.
You can find us at our personals at that Dancing Blurred OG
And at Blurred Activist.
Right, other than that, keep surviving, everybody. Listen to the theme song.
Blessings on blessings on blessings.
Oh, yeah.
Blurred Survival Guide Season 3, baby.
At Blurred Activists.
At That Dancing Blurred. We are back for another season of fun and love and all the things. Let's go. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. We got everything you need. Jeremy and Jay, a hell of a team. Comics, news, and everything in between. Birmingham, we own the scene. Come on and let's have a blast with the Black Nerds and the Black Podcast. This is a guide to help you last. We got some topics to unmask. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Welcome back to the Blurred Survival Guide. Chill with us. Enjoy the ride. Perfect way to spend your time. 3, 2, 1. We going live. Appreciate you, Nick, for creating the beat and the lyrics and helping us out, buddy. Another Marbury production.
Shout out Marbury.
Thank you for your service.